Welcome to parishioners from both Sacred Heart and St. Jude Parish. I wanted to have this opportunity to speak to you in a personal way, especially since many of you are not able to come to Mass presently. Truly, this is one of the most disturbing times I can ever recall as a pastor, to not be able to reach the faithful with Holy Mass and the body and blood of Christ. It is heartbreaking for all those who have such deep faith in the real presence of the Eucharist and the importance of the perfect prayer, Holy Mass, and especially in such a great time of need, a time of crisis, the very time prayer becomes so important. I want to remind you, though, we can all be praying at home, and I encourage watching Mass live streamed from our parish. We will be broadcasting the 10 a.m. Mass this Sunday from St. Jude on this same YouTube channel. I know it's available on other TV channels as well. I pray that many will join us online. We will also be broadcasting the Stations of the Cross this Friday at 5 p.m. All our broadcasts will be available on the channel for later viewing as well. So it matters not whether you're home at 5 o'clock. You can easily turn it on at a later time. Our St. Jude Church building will be available for private prayer from 10 to 4 on weekdays. Simply come to the door and press the buzzer. Someone in the office will let you in. Remember, too, that the first church was and still is the family, the home. And the family that prays together stays together. And I think that's true, too, for the church family. Being able to participate, as we encourage you to do, in our Sunday Mass at 10, as I mentioned, is a way for us to be in a familiar surrounding and see your own pastor speaking to you, praying for you, praying with you, and I encourage that. I also encourage you to set aside time within your home where you truly pray as a family and pray for the needs that face us. Know that the parish is willing to do whatever we can do to help you stay connected and have a place to turn to in this time of trial. Please be attentive to our parish website, our Facebook page, the YouTube channel, and your own email for updated information. We will also be mailing out, at least this coming week, a parish bulletin, and it'll have a lot of ideas and information in it that I hope you will consider. This is truly a Lent unlike any other that I know of, short of wartime, which many an official has termed these times to be. Maybe a war with the evil one, who seems to be working overtime to thwart prayer and community. At the time, it never ceases to amaze how community can come together and really think out of the box, as they say, to help one another during this time in confinement and fear for many, especially for the elderly. There are so many ways we can be addressing the needs of one another. And I encourage you to think of those. Call me. Let me know if you know of a way that would be important, and we will certainly consider making that available if possible. Much good information has been on the news, though the news can be somewhat depressing. Mix information with lots of time for prayer and spiritual reading, and turning to God for direction of heart. If one thing is true and troubling, at least to me, it is those who are politicizing this world crisis and using it as a time to defame one another or bolster their own egos. This is not a time for that. Shame on such behavior, and please try not to participate in it. If we can be of any service to people while undergoing this time of trial, please make contact with the parish office. Personal phone numbers for most of us are in the directory, or the website if you cannot find us in the office when you call. We have volunteers available to shop for the sick and the elderly. I was so pleased to have Marian High School students contact me very early on and say, we will go shopping. We will run errands for those who are confined to home or should not be out of their home at this time. Please let us know if you have that need, and we will arrange for something to be done. If there's any emergency whatsoever, please call me on my cell phone. My number is 260-760-2604, but I encourage that to only be used for emergency needs. Blessings and prayers for all of you. Know that you're in my prayers, and I ask that you do the same for me and for one another. Thank you. That's better.